We have these cards to blame for why everybody calls that figure Wonder Bread He-Man. I want this. This is amazing. And I'm gonna be around this stuff all weekend. What will I leave with? I am at Nowhere Toys, Comics, and Games in Miami, Florida. Came all the way down to Florida to do some toy hunting, because why not? I love checking out different places all over the country when I get the opportunity to do so. And the fine folks over at Nowhere were having me here for a book sale this weekend. But before we even get to that, look at this. Look at this. Look who's in the store. Nobody but Pixel Dan. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check out the store, see what it has to offer. Maybe I'll hide some of the good stuff for myself. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm gonna find. But join me on a journey as we do some toy hunting at Nowhere Toys, Games, and Collectibles. Come on, let's go. Yeah, so as I said, Miami, Florida. It's my first time making an appearance all the way down here, the bottom of the country, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm very excited to be at Nowhere Toys. I actually met the owner, Tony, years ago at Retro Toy Con, and I've seen him at that show and several other conventions, and we've been talking about this for a couple years now. So very excited to finally be making this happen. Now, this is pretty late on a Saturday night before the Sunday event where my book signing is taking place. We've been traveling all day, Stina and I. We're pretty tired, but how can I resist the chance to get a look at the store, get the lay of the land, do a little bit of toy hunting just to see what's in the store while nobody else is in here. So let's start checking this place out. I think it's important to show you guys, first of all, just how massive this place is and the variety in this place. We're going to be seeing so much cool stuff in here because they carry everything from comic books to collectibles like signed pieces. They've got real movie used props in here. We've got modern toys. And we've got lots of vintage toys. There's gonna be so much to see. So let's start digging in. Look at these cases, I'm already excited. I mean, I think this is the appropriate place to start. I found the He-Mans. They got those here. They got the He-Mans here. What do we got in here? We got some good mixture of stuff too. Some Modulok back there. Looks like he's complete too with his mini comic. 50, that's a great price actually. Got some vintages. Oh, look at that. Got the Motu Classics unnamed one in there. We got 2000X figures. It's a Gwildor. Oh, there's Scareglow back there. I love these cases, by the way. Look at this. With these logos up here, that looks slick. That's awesome. And then in the cases, boom, G.I. Joe vehicles. Ooh, ooh. Look how neon that is. I love this. It's that beautiful reuse of the Hiss tank for the Eco Warriors. Look at the colors on that thing. You see how that just stands out in the middle of all this? Like some of you are looking at that and you're going, one of these things is not like the other, except I'm looking at this and going, ooh, what's that? I like that one. I want that one. That's cool. The Cobra Bug, right? That's the name of this one. I've always loved the design of this one. Look at that. Man, that is cool. I see some really cool pieces up here on top. Look at this. That's awesome. Boxed Shogun Warriors, Guy King. A couple other cool things here. This is neat. The Strawberry Land Miniatures Berry Patch Carry Case. It's like a little just display basically for the little mini PVC strawberry shortcakes. That's cool. I love that. But obviously this might be the coolest thing up here. Look at that. An uncut sheet of the old Masters of the Universe trading cards. I'm gonna actually see if I can pull this down. Okay, so this right here, first of all, uncut sheet, this is amazing, right? But this right here, these trading cards are the reason that people think that Savage He-Man came from Wonder Bread. Okay, I'm gonna show you why. You look at the back of these cards, look what it says right here. Trading cards from Wonder. These were the giveaway. This was what Masters of the Universe item was from Wonder Bread, not Savage He-Man. We have these cards to blame for why everybody calls that figure Wonder Bread He-Man. This is awesome though, an uncut sheet, that is sweet. Look at this boxed Motu down here. It's a Dragon Walker and a Wind Raider. That beautiful artwork on there. But check out all the mask. Dang, there's so much of it in here too. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, and there's a couple boxed pieces up here too. Manta, Dynamo, Meteor, and Iguana. Look at this. Some baggied guys. Also, Voltron's in there. That's cool. Okay, so this is awesome. This is the kind of stuff I love just seeing, just this random stuff. So these back here are proof cards for the Real Ghostbusters Monsters figure. So these are like the card backs, but they were never used, right? They're proof cards, just proof of concept. So they never sealed a figure on these, never put a blister bubble on them. Beautiful, beautiful card backs there. And then down here in the front, these are like, those are what the Gooper Ghosts, right? Isn't that what those little guys are called? I might be wrong on that, but Tony here at the store says that these came from either Argentina or Brazil or a place like that. So they're like maybe prototypes, maybe some sort of knockoff guys, but they're very cool either way. I got tools. I gotta get up here because there's so much cool stuff up here. I need a closer look at it. Don't fall, Pixel Dan. Because look at this. Superpowers Hall of Justice with sealed contents inside. So the box here is open, but he says everything inside this box is sealed. Sealed contents. And still, this is a clean box. Look at that artwork. Oh man, I love this. A couple other cool stuff over here too. I always love seeing the box toys. Look at that. Transportable tactical battle platform. We got Empire Strikes Back, Cloud Car, Snow Speeder. We got Centurions over here. Starcom. Look at this box, Starcom. Harv 7. Man, stuff is awesome. Speaking of Kenner superpowers, he's got a ton of amazing carded stuff over here. I mean, look at this. All these carded superpowers figures in here. Martian Manhunter, Firestar, Aquaman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Darkseid, and then even cooler, Secret Wars. Oh man, and look, Iceman. Looks like that one's graded. It's one of the harder to get ones from the line. These back here, I gotta show you these. First of all, you got a whole stack of these right here. Look at this. So this, the Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars Secret Messages set. So it's literally like a marker, a pad of paper, a decoder wheel, but it also comes with 2 figure shields. Look at that, 2 exclusive figure shields with this set. How sweet is this? This is an actual Mattel item. Unpunched. He's got a stack of them over here. There's like a stack of 3 of them over here. And then I love finding the random merchandise that's got the licensing on it. How about a pair of Secret Wars handcuffs? It's what every superhero needs, a pair of bright red handcuffs for the bad guys. But also, in case Spider-Man runs out of webbing, he's got his pistol light. These are Secret Wars branded. I love this. This is totally insane. It even came with a battery. That does not look good in there. The Secret Wars Star Dart with Spider-Man. First of all, this is a ridiculous item. Can you just imagine Spider-Man sitting on the top of something like this and soaring into battle? Watch out, Thanos, here I come. Wait, it wouldn't be Thanos. It'd be like Kang the Conqueror. Come on, Kang the Conqueror, here I come on the Star Dart. But this is amazing. This is not something that I ever run into, and this is a sealed box. See the back of it here? And it comes with Black Suit Spider-Man in the package. Man, that is so freaking cool. I love this. Okay, now this is amazing. Oh my gosh. So this is the Panache Place Voltron. So they sold these like individually too, just as lions. But this is like the full Voltron in the box. Like, oh man, with the little weapons are in there with him. Look at this package too. I love the grid lines in the back. Includes 5 lions and 14 weapons. Oh man. And like I've already got this loose, right? I've got this Voltron loose, but like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen one of these boxed like this before. I want this. This is amazing. I love you, Voltron in the box. Holy cow. I see some awesome Bucky O'Hare stuff up here. I have both of these with boxes, but it's an amazing line. This one specifically is such a good vehicle. Very cool stuff. We got a bunch of Transformer stuff in here, which is awesome. Oh, G.I. Joe too. Oh no, yeah. Very cool. And then swinging over here, there's so much like carded goodness in here, and it's like a great mixture of stuff. Look at all first of all, we got some wacky action turtles up here. We got Mikey, Raph. We got, oh, there's a Shredder. Beautiful. Look at that, unpunched. Dang. Talking Donnie, wacky action Leo. But some of the other stuff in here like was really kind of mind-blowing to me. Like, look at, there's like a whole collection of Willow items in here. These are like the little, who made these? Tonka made these. The little die-cast metal. But these box sets are awesome. And then there's like the single carded figures back there. Oh, there's an Al Negator from Bucky O'Hare. But I don't know, I saw these Littlest Pet Shops in here, and I thought this was so cool. Like, this is the original incarnation of Littlest Pet Shop. These went through lots of changes over the years, and they reimagined them and everything. But these are the original Littlest Pet Shops. I believe were the 90s, probably early 90s. I just thought that was so cool seeing those. And then down here we got Wild West Cowboys and Moo Mesa stuff, carded. Look at that. A couple Ghostbusters, more wacky action turtles. This is incredible. I love all these Smurfs too. Look at that. Smurfs. There's a bunch more over here. Oh, there's a Schleich Smurf house back there too, in a box. Whoa. Are these Are those like Micro Machine watches? Those don't look like Micro Machines. Those are cool though. Oh, Hot Wheels. This is not for use with Hot Wheel sets. Those are cool. That right there is just the faceplate for that Batman cake.
I was gonna ask you if you noticed with them.
Oh, and the Wonder Woman's in there too. But yeah, there's the Batman for the cake. You know, it's funny, we have that cake pan at home. Do we have the faceplate?
I think we have the faceplate.
We do have that faceplate at home.
We at least have a few faceplates.
We might have Superman. So it was the same cake pan, if I remember. And it came with Batman's face and Superman's face, because you would decorate the cake with whatever colors you wanted. Oh, and then their logo, right? It was like a chest logo and the face. So you could make it either Superman or Batman.
Yeah, I think your mom gave them to us because they were your brother's birthday cakes. Right?
And mine too. They went through both of us, I think. Yeah. And I think we do have that. That's awesome. It's in the same vein as like they did He-Man ones like that, obviously, and a couple others. Rainbow Bright. They had so many cake pans. It was so cool. Look at this. Look at this section right here. Like, first of all, how many toy stores have I ever walked into where there's a whole peg filled with computer warriors? Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person in the world that cares about computer warriors because I always get so excited when I see them. But look at this. Look at these. There's a whole in there. The card backs are beautiful. There's Mega Heart. There's Rom. And I feel like I've already got a bunch of these carded at home. Who else is in here? Debug is in there, and then it looks like another Mega Heart and another ROM. But holy cow, that is awesome. I love the Computer Warriors line, but there's some other cool stuff up here too, like Troll Warriors are fun. I love these wacky attempts to make trolls cool.
I was gonna say, you love these things.
I do love stuff like this. I mean, I did a whole video one time about troll dolls made for boys. If you've not watched that, you should go watch it. It's a really good video. But I love just weird, wacky stuff like this. Troll Warriors. This is actually one of the lines that was a little underrepresented in that line too, because I didn't have a lot of these to show off, but they're cool. They're cool. They're cool. I mean, they're cool in a weird way. If you like this weird stuff like me, that's cool. I like it. These are amazing. These are like, oh, it's baby hugs and tugs. Oh my gosh. Real talk. I used to love the Care Bears cartoon when I was a kid. No shame. I loved Care Bears and I loved Rainbow Bright. No shame. Loved those as a kid. Baby hugs and tugs. And then look, here's a Bright Heart Raccoon. So these are like the original OG releases. Look at the artwork on these boxes.
Look how clean they look.
Look how clean. I know. They're incredible. This Bright Heart Raccoon is beautiful. It's one of the Care Bear cousins. Did you like the Care Bear cousins? Do you remember these at all?
I don't ever remember the Care Bear cousins until I met you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think I...
Cozy Heart Penguin's pretty cute.
I knew what Care Bears were.
Tender Heart, is it Braveheart. Braveheart Lion. He was like the leader of the Care Bear cousins. He was cool. He was cool. I was gonna say, here's your thing right here. Look at this. Look at that, Stina. That is a sealed Rainbow Bright Sprite cycle. This is for those Sprite plushies. You had a Sprite plushie, right? Didn't you have one of those?
I had the dog.
You had the dog, Rainbow Bright's dog. That's right. We've talked about this before. So I had the red one of these guys right here when I was a kid. I think we even have like an old picture of me holding him because I really liked that plushie when I was a kid. It was one of those ones I carried around a lot.
Yeah.
Like I said, no shame. I loved Rainbow Bright as a kid. I could watch He-Man and Rainbow Bright, and I'm still cool. Don't doubt me. Oh, snap. Look at. This is a sealed Terror Claw, Doomcopter, Bolajet, and Shuttle Pod all in here.
All gorgeous boxes.
Beautiful boxes. Yeah, look at that. Totally sealed. This one's got a bit of a ding in the back of it there, but the Doomcopter, this is one of the coolest things. Like, first of all, I love the Bolajet. Also, the Bolajet got reused for the Demolition Man toy line, which is really funny. But the Doomcopter is great because it's just one of those classic supervillain things. Like, the idea of Skeletor flying around in a ship with his own face on the front of it, and that face glows in the dark. I mean, come on. You're trying to tell me you don't like New Adventures of He-Man? Look at these toys. Some of you guys need to give this line another chance. Seriously, it's a good line of toys. Just forget comparing them to the 5.5 buffed out He-Man figures that we know, and look at these for what they are. It's a cool toy line. I would know, I wrote the book. This is pretty incredible. Tony was showing these to me when we got here. These are all, look at these beautiful boxes. So this is original stock. So it's new, old stock of Micro Machines. What's the year on these? Does it say on here anywhere? 1989. Look at these card backs on these things. Oh, man, these things really bring back memories. These are the sun color changers. I had a bunch of these. Oh, and the gold ones. I used to love getting the gold because there were several different gold vehicles. And I would love just like getting these packs with the gold vehicles, you know, because gold means cool, right? It means rare, I guess. It's total kid logic, right? But oh, look at the military vehicles, the Sun Changers #3. These are cool, man. Oh, $20 ain't bad either. See it, man. This is one of those lines like, I had this pack. And I very, very specifically remember because of the weird blue, white, and bronze car in there. There's one of those gold ones that I had, though. But I loved this car right here so much, and I don't know why. It must be the colors. The colors are really striking on it. But I had this pack as a kid. This one's not quite in as good shape as the others, but still unlocking those childhood memories, man. So here's my funny story I guess I'll tell about Micro Machines. I've told lots of stories on my channels about how my mom was like, you know, she was the one buying me all the He-Man figures, and she was into it with me, and she was buying me Ninja Turtles, and she knew all the characters' names, and she loved it, right? Like that was one of our things that we bonded over. My dad, on the other hand, was the dad who was always not mad, but he was annoyed that I didn't care about cars. Like, why are you playing with those action figures instead of Hot Wheels, right? So when Micro Machines came along, he thought these were amazing, and he's the reason I got into Micro Machines. He started buying these for me, and I thought they were so cool because they had all the little fold-out play sets and everything. So I feel like this is probably one of those moments when I was a kid where my dad was finally like, yes, finally, something that I care about that I can play with my son. So that's Micro Machines is one of those things I can share with my dad because he liked the cars. He liked the cars. I love Micro Machines. I think they're so awesome. Ooh, check it. Check it. Kenner Beetlejuice Vanishing Vault, and the Creepy Cruiser. I don't have the Creepy Cruiser. I don't know if I need the Creepy Cruiser. She's shaking her head no. I got her. I caught her on camera this time. But it's cool.
But he's not going to use it.
But I'm not going to, I don't know. I won't have anywhere to put it, will I? It's cool. It's really cool. Stash Rendar's Outrider. So I love the Shadows of the Empire line. It was one of those things a couple years ago I decided I wanted to get all the stuff from Shadows of the Empire because there's not too much of it. It's pretty small. And it's funny because like, so Shadows of the Empire, I know you're probably not familiar with it, Christina. So it was a book that came out in the 90s, a novel. And it was like a brand new story, and it takes place in the middle of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So this was before, you know, like we were getting new movies. It was before the prequels came out and all that stuff. And they put like this huge media push behind that book coming out. So we got that book, and then they did a whole line of toys for the book, and they did a video game on the Nintendo 64 about the book. So like they did this massive media push like it was a new movie coming out. They treated it like it was a new movie. And I was in like the height of my Star Wars, like man, I was like so big into it at this point. And like I had kind of just started really getting into toy collecting because these figures had all just started hitting in 95. And so I just remember being so excited about that book, and I bought it, and it was like one of the first like real novels that I sat down and like read through, and I loved everything about it. So I was like obsessed with Shadows of the Empire for a while. And I always talk about like it's real easy for people to like give the 95 Power of the Force figures a hard time because of how buffed out and kind of ridiculous this whole toy line is. But I still have like so much nostalgia for how fun this era was, as far as like being a collector and how exciting it was. Like that's what I remember when I see these. And this is a big part of that. The Shadows of the Empire stuff is something that I still like. They have never really like redone a lot of this. I think we've gotten like a Prince Zijor here and there maybe. But like this was the only time they really went all in on Shadows of the Empire. So this is like the stuff you would still have to buy if you care about Shadows of the Empire. So it's just a big, like, if we're talking about Star Wars stuff, and there's just so much of it now, and I get kind of lost in it. I just don't like, I don't feel like I'm as into it as much as I used to be. But when I see stuff like this, it like brings it all back. Like, this was so fun. It's awesome. So he's got a lot of like really amazing prop replicas in the store too. And I know Tony's probably going to want to show us some of this stuff, but just in case, like, look at this. So this is from Back to the Future Part 3. It's a spittoon, autographed by Christopher Lloyd. Look at back there from Back to the Future 2. It's Biff's money. And who's that all autographed by? I see Christopher Lloyd on there. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, come on, look at this. This is a radio that was used in the first Back to the Future movie. Signed by Christopher Lloyd. That's unbelievable. That's so cool. What do you think, Stina? You see anything you want?
So, everything.
Everything? I can't buy everything. The movie props that he has in the store are very cool. And we're going to look at a bit more of those with Tony in just a bit. But as I said a little bit ago, it's late. We've been traveling all day via driving and airplanes, and we got to get up early to do a book signing. So it's time to leave the store for the evening, and we'll be right back to do the signing and, well, finish up some toy hunting. Stina. Yeah. It's the morning of the event at Nowhere Toys. Stina's over here helping me put together my beautiful table. Look at this. We got books. We got t-shirts. We got, where's my hand pointing? Boom. We got Major Bendy's figures. We got enamel pins. We got high fives. It's gonna be a good day. There's a line outside waiting for the event to start. I don't know if they're all here for me, because also Warrington Gillette, the original Jason from Friday the 13th, is here. That's probably who they're here for, but it's gonna be a fun day regardless. I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's have some fun. And then I'm gonna buy some toys because I'm looking at them all. I'm just surrounded by toys. Seriously, this is the way it keeps happening. I'm convinced that this is some sort of conspiracy by the store owner, Stina. They're like, we'll bring Dan in to sell some stuff, but we're gonna sit him next to all the cool toys so that he turns right around and spends all of his money on this.
Tony knew what he was doing.
Tony knew what he was doing. Tony knew what he was doing. So I'm looking at this G.I. Joe case, first of all, amazing. We gotta look through more of this, because I'm certain there's going to be some kind of standouts in here. But the standout thing to me, I just noticed, like literally, I'm looking down. Look at all the Street Fighter G.I. Joes in here with their weapon racks. Like, the weapons aren't removed from them. Oh my gosh, look, there's like Honda, which, by the way, you find this guy loose, he's always missing the towel, the cloth towel piece around his waist. There's a Honda, there's a Ken, Balrog, Sagat, Zangief, all with their weapon trees. Oh, man. That is highly tempting. There's a couple other, I mean, like you can see Vega, and I've got a bunch of the Street Fighter stuff at home, but most of it that I have is like, if I'm lucky to have just the loose figures, I don't have a lot of the weapons and stuff. So like the Balrog with the boxing gloves and everything is very tempting, as is the Honda. I had the Honda when I was a kid. It's one of the ones I had. And I love the Street Fighter G.I. Joes. I'm that guy. I'm Ninja Force and Street Fighter. That's G.I. Joe for me. But I love these. I love these so much. Oh my God. Okay, so seriously, I'm getting more of an opportunity to look at all the G.I. Joes that he's got here. And he's got these amazing carded ones. Like, look at Slithor back here from the Manimals. That is definitely one that I feel like I need. That is such a Pixel Dan G.I. Joe, right? The big snake guy. I mean, come on. He might as well be a Motu. But look right next to him. It's a little hard to see because of the corner, but there's a Shadow Ninja over there of Night Creeper. Cobra Night Creeper's over there in the corner. Also Star Brigade. Those are some sweet pink card backs too. We got Eco Warriors back here. But also Firefly. This is the Firefly I had as a kid. So that's pretty cool to see that in there. There's some more really good stuff down there. Oh, hey. Yeah, Big Bear. I had Big Bear too when I was young. Ooh, yeah. That Saw Viper is one that I've always really liked. There's my boy Big Boa. It's Astro Viper from Star Brigade. That's another awesome one. And then down here, more Shadow Ninjas. Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, Slice, and Nunchuck. Oh, man. So much cool stuff in here. Oh, look at the carded Range Viper up there. My first ever G.I. Joe as a kid. The poor guy has a broken O-ring and he's mint on card. Look at that. His torso is separated from his legs. Look at the artwork on that card back though. It's beautiful. Ooh, Python Trooper. Commando. Codename Snake Eyes. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the bat that I had as a kid too. Ooh, hey, there's the Mail Away Steel Brigade.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's amazing. Psych Out. God, such cool stuff. Flak Viper. That's another one I had when I was younger. The event was so much fun, and seriously, I'm always blown away by just how amazing everybody is that comes to meet me, even if it's for the first time, like they've never heard of me before and they just happen to stumble in and they're interested in the book, or people that have been watching me on YouTube for years. It doesn't matter. It's all amazing, and the support is so much appreciated. So thank you so much to every single person who stopped by to see me at Nowhere Toys for the book signing. And seriously, I'm always blown away by the generosity of people, especially when this was given to me.
It's a turtle.
I should probably wash this before.
Yeah, because I don't know where it's been.
Yeah, look, I'm a turtle. I'm the turtle now. This is awesome. Not just because it's like a vintage piece of Ninja Turtles merchandise, which of course is right up my alley, but the thing that is so special about this is the exact costume that I had as a kid when I was probably in the 4th grade. Of course, it was a kid-size version. I was blown away that this was an adult-size version of that same costume, but I have a photo of me that I've shared before wearing this costume, and I'm using a He-Man power sword as my sai. And the fact that not only did this individual, who John is his name, massive shout out to John, not only did he recognize it when he saw this, but he thought of the fact that I had this costume and he knew that it was something he wanted to gift to me. It's unbelievable.
Red Wolf branded. Oh, Raphael too.
It's really mean. I'm Raphael. This is unbelievable.
Good, how are you?
Oh, there's no mask. That's all right. I have masks at home, so
We got plenty of masks at home.
this is the coolest thing I've been gifted in quite some time. I can't wait to show my mom. Honestly, like I'm like, Mom, look what I got. I mean, look, I'm a Ninja Turtle now. I mean, come on, this is so amazing in the most ridiculous ways. Like, look at the skull cap cracks me up. Like, the important part of being a Ninja Turtle is covering my hair, I guess. But, you know, John, the guy who gave this to me, even pointed out while we were looking at it, the thing he thought was so cool is that it's like Mirage branded and Mirage themed. And when you look at it, I mean, that's all the copyrights are Mirage. And this is like a classic comic book style turtle on here. This was like an early piece of merchandise. One of the first costumes, if not the first costume that was put out for the Ninja Turtles when they blew up originally. And this thing is amazing. And seriously, like I talked about that photo. So we got to do like comparison time, right? With me now in this and that photo of me in 4th grade wearing the same costume. This is awesome. This is like just such a thoughtful gift. And it's just, man, I love this. So massive shout out to John, as well as Plasticon, the folks from Plasticon who are with him as well and part of this whole thing. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for this. Hey guys, this is Tony. This is the man behind Nowhere Toys. Tony, thanks for having me, man. This was an amazing event today, and you've got an incredible store. It's like so much cool stuff in here. So what I wanted to ask you is if you would show us like your top 3 favorite things in the store, because you've got so many unique items. So what can you show us?
That's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
That's gonna really be a tough one. I think I'm a huge Deadpool fan.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one of my favorite items that I have in the store is one of the guns that Deadpool used
Really?
in the first movie.
In the movie?
In the movie.
Like an
So-
actual prop?
So yeah, actually, if you remember the scene in Deadpool where they were in the expressway and it says, "Let's count them down."
Yeah.
That's all CGI. So they use a static gun, and then everything else is just CGI in the film.
Oh, gotcha.
So this is one of the 2 guns that he used.
Whoa. Oh, this is Deadpool's gun. Oh, it's much lighter than I expected
It is. It's
to
made
be.
out of resin. It's a Desert Eagle,
That is so cool.
which is one of the weapons of choice of Deadpool.
That is
And
awesome.
of course, some of the props that we have in here, they all come certified either through Fox Studios, Sony Productions, Prop Store, or Profiles in History. But
Right.
Heritage Auctions, but they're all official movie props that were used in the films.
That is amazing. I got Deadpool's pistol right here. That's so cool. All right, item number 2. What do we got?
So I'm also a huge Transformer fan, G.I. Joe as well, but Transformer fan.
Awesome.
I have this really cool pinball machine. These were limited to 300 pieces, but
300.
so it's really, really limited out of all the pinball machines that they made for the Transformer movie.
Yeah.
But this one's actually signed by Peter Cullen and Frank Welcome.
This is amazing. And can we turn it on? Is it like
go for it.
usable?
There's a switch down at the bottom right
Hold on,
there.
we got it. Ooh, ooh, look at the lights. Oh my God. And then right up here, we're signed by Peter Cullen and Frank Welker.
Voices of Megatron and Optimus Prime.
That is incredible. How did you get, okay, let me ask, how did you get a pinball machine to these guys to sign it?
So, because I own the pinball machine, I was able to take the translite out.
That makes a lot more sense.
And then we were able to travel at a
I
show.
was gonna say, I just picture you dragging a pinball machine to a convention.
No, but I'll be honest with you, with all the stuff that these guys sign at these shows, when they saw this translite and the color, it's so vibrant, they loved it. They were just in such awe.
That's so cool. Man, that is amazing. 300.
Limited to 300. I think that one is number, I can't see that far because of my age.
Oh, it's got the number right
yeah.
there. That is so cool. Oh, 500.
Oh, it's 500.
346 out of 500. No, still 500 is amazing. Oh my God, that is so cool.
But it is the only one that's signed by both of them.
That we know of, or that you know for
that
sure?
we know of.
That we know of. All right, so if you have one, prove it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got to find the other 499 people that actually went to a show where both these guys are at.
That's
and got them
right.
signed.
Yeah, prove it. All right, here we go. The third coolest thing in your store. What is it?
You know, I'm a huge Back to the Future fan.
Yeah?
Yeah, we got props in the store for Back to the Future. We've got tons of different items.
I saw some of them. Like I saw like the spittoon and everything over here for Back to the Future. Oh, it's amazing.
Here's the radio that you see here. But the top favorite item that I have in the store is this Hot Toys Back to the Future DeLorean, autographed by the top cast. You got Tom Wilson, Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson. But one of the hardest autographs, believe it or not, to get on there was Bob Gale.
Bob Gale, yeah.
Co-creator of Back to the Future.
So how do you go about the process of getting all of those autographs on something? Did you go to a place where they were all in the same spot, or did this take some time?
Some of them were where there were a couple together. You know,
Yeah.
we do so many Comic Cons throughout the year. I think we're up to about 16 Comic Cons. We do New York, San Diego, and everything in between. Right?
Sure.
So there was a couple cons that 3 or 4 of them were there. And then I ended up grabbing 1 or 2 here and there. But other than that, I don't want to travel with this big thing.
Right.
So I think we're going to leave it at these autographs. I'm not going to be adding any more to it, but I think this speaks for itself.
It's an amazing piece, and it's a beautiful display too. Like, I love you got the Pepsi in there. You got the USA
Pepsi
Today.
The USA Today is so cool. I don't know if you remember when that came out.
So I did, because I have some of them from that, because they actually released those, right?
And but did you get the second edition?
Oh, no.
Did you know about the second edition?
I didn't know about a second edition.
So there was a second edition that came out later that day.
What?
That has Biff. And it shows him.
Oh, it changed the picture.
And it shows him.
I don't think I knew that. That's genius. That's amazing. Dude, you've got some incredible things in the store, and this was an amazing event. So thanks again for having me out here.
Absolutely. Thank you for
coming
coming
awesome.
out.
Yeah, of course.
Love having you.
If you guys are ever in the Miami, Florida area, you need to get here. Nowhere Toys. They have so much here. Toys, comics, video games, props to see on display. It's cool stuff. You'll love it.
Come on down.
Come on down. So as we're wrapping up the event, I just want to say again how awesome this entire experience was. Tony is an amazing shop owner who's got an incredible store. So if you are ever in Miami, Florida, make sure you guys head on over to check out Nowhere Toys, because this store is filled with all kinds of awesome stuff and an amazing staff. Massive shout out to Tony and the folks over at Nowhere for putting together such an amazing event and having me down for this. And with this, you know, like, the day is wrapping up, so I knew that I wanted to get in that last minute hunting, and I saw several things that I wanted. The funny thing is the store was so packed during the event, I actually saw several of the things I was interested in walk out the front door. In fact, one of the amazing gentlemen who actually was there to get the book signed and everything, he picked up some of the things that I thought were the coolest, like the uncut sheet of Wonder Bread He-Man cards and the boxed Voltron. I mean, good for him. I'm glad he got him. Also, he hooked me up with some amazing Cuban pastries. So thank you, my friend. I'm glad you got the awesome stuff from that store. But look, there were still some amazing things. And I already showed you that cool Ninja Turtles costume. So it's time for my haul. So aside from the amazing Ninja Turtles costume that was gifted to me, there were a few other items that were gifted to me as well. Starting with these recent McNugget Buddies. They're from one of the recent McDonald's promotions. Shout out to Roger for giving these to me. Very cool stuff. I was also gifted these amazing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 trading cards. I'm really starting to build up a collection of some of these retro trading cards. I'm gonna have to get some binders and actually start sorting these, because these are so very cool. In fact, I was also gifted 2 sealed packs of vintage Garbage Pail Kids cards. Amazing stuff. And again, shout out to Plasticon. I'm gonna have to check out Plasticon when I'm in Florida at some point. And I was gifted this absolutely amazing vintage Castle Grayskull pencil sharpener. Are you kidding me? Look at how detailed this little thing is. I absolutely adore it. So again, massive shout out to everybody who stopped by. The gifts are amazing. Totally nothing that is required at all, but I appreciate all of you guys. And now, here are the things that I bought from Nowhere Toys. I picked up that Street Fighter II G.I. Joe Balrog figure. I was looking at all those loose Street Fighter Joes in there. I've got several of these in my collection already, but that Balrog is in such great shape, and he is near complete. There's only one thing missing off of that tree of weapons. Almost everything else is still on the tree. He's got his boxing gloves. I also really love this figure because he's a total reuse of Big Boa from G.I. Joe. He's just got a different head sculpt. I love that. I don't know. I'm always a big fan of like shared body parts on figures and turning them into totally different characters. And continuing on with my Ninja Force journey, I did pick up the Shadow Ninjas version of Night Creeper, mint on card. Amazing. I'm loving the Shadow Ninjas, and I'm so happy to get this one. And then, getting completely crazy, I got my very first G.I. Joe Manimals figure with Slithor here, mint on card. Yes, the Manimals. Yes, I understand that these are probably far more hated than the Ninja Force characters, because these are weird, ugly toys. Also, I didn't realize that these were like out in 2000. Like, these are, you know, it's funny because that's still 24 years ago at this point, but that feels so much more modern to somebody like me, and I don't remember these being out at that time. I don't know. I point out all the time, like, I'm a Motu guy. I like weird, muscular creatures. This guy seems to fit that bill. I think he's great. I'm probably going to have to get the rest of the Manimals. So there you go, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Toy Hunting with Pixel Dan. Again, shout out to Tony and everybody over at Nowhere Toys, an amazing shop down in Miami that you all definitely need to check out if you're ever in the area. Hey, I want to give a massive shout out again to all of you for supporting these videos here on this channel. It's been amazing to see this new channel really grow with this series, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying coming along with me and checking out all of these local independently run shops. I think it's really important to kind of spread the word on all of these great stores that are out there so that people know about them and support them. It's all about, you know, keeping this hobby going, and we need these smaller toy stores like this to really keep this hobby alive and thriving and fun and exciting. So I hope you guys are checking out some of these stores, and I also appreciate all of you guys who take the time to recommend shops for me. I always look at that when I'm out traveling so I can find places I've never been before. So definitely keep that coming. Until next time, my friends, happy hunting.